Can't believe it's already April, man. We're in the second quarter of the year.
We are.
Yeah.
Madness.
That's no joke. That's no April Fools either, man. That's facts.
No April Fools, man. Actual facts.
Actual facts. It's hump day. Dude, I knew it. I knew this week would throw me off. It was so bizarre. I didn't have to work yesterday. So I worked Monday and worked yesterday, worked today, and then I don't work again until Saturday. I knew that was going to throw me off all day yesterday. I kept thinking yesterday was Sunday.
Oh, dude, I bet that. I know what you're talking about. I know this week for me feels kind of like that week in between Christmas and New Year's where I just lose track of time because I got the boys. I've been traveling. I don't know what day it is, what time it is. Keep rolling along, man. So yeah, I get it.
I feel like your shirt. It's kind of how I feel. Just space, time. Don't know what's going on.
Yeah, man. Just out there. That's fair.
But good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's my wonderful co-host, Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. Well, it's hump day. We got baseball to talk about. I'm convinced no star player is ever going to hit a home run this season. Ever. My bad luck continues. Just we've got the last weekend of the tournament coming up. We're still a few days away. I have yet to look at those two games. But we got a good golf tournament starting tomorrow. I will put up my golf picks. The way I've been running with golf hopefully should make up for my loss in home run wagers. That just keeps happening every single day.
Just piling them up at this point.
Just pile them up at this point. I can't even hit a normal parlay, dude. I pieced together something I liked yesterday. Didn't even come close. Austin Riley's dead to me.
Well, he should have been dead to you 2 damn years ago.
I just wanted him to get over 1.5 bases yesterday. He didn't get a hit.
Just over 1.5 bases. You back down off the home run. You're just trying to get a little
I still had him on a home run, but in the parlay, I just needed him to get over, just get a double, man.
Yeah, just get the hell, 2 singles, anything, man.
He had 5 at-bats. 0 hits.
5 tries at it and couldn't make it happen. Golly. I did take the A's on the little alt-run line first 5 yesterday.
Oh, yeah, and they ended up winning. Yeah, baby.
They did wind up winning. I wish I took on a run line for the game. I'll tell you that run line first 5 is pretty good odds on some of those road dogs like that. I think I got like plus 270 on that thing or something.
Yeah, I took the Red Sox yesterday, and that didn't go through well. But hey, whatever. Good morning, Gojiro.
Yeah. I'm with Steps, and I think it's fucking stupid now. At first, I thought Steps was just a hater, but now I've come over to the dark side, and I am totally on Steps' side. I think Banana Ball is gay.
The hell is Banana Ball?
Savannah Bananas, man.
Oh.
I think the luster's worn off, man. Steps has always been against this shit, and I thought he was just kind of a hater for a little bit. I fully support him now. I do think it is fucking stupid.
Okay.
It's like
I've never seen it.
It's like a music video for like a 90s boy band or something, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. What, you don't know about the Savannah Bananas?
Never watched it.
It's I've literally only watched it like maybe a total of 12 to 14 minutes, and that's 2 different settings. Like I tried to watch 2 different games on this stuff, and I just cannot. I ain't about it, man. I can't keep up with all the different things, the random extra outs you can get if somebody foul balls into the stands and the fan catches it, or we got some dudes running out of the bullpen doing, like I said, an in-sync video and stuff. I don't know. I just ain't really about it, man.
Okay.
Yeah. See, there's Steps this right there. Boom. Right on cue.
What up, B-Mac? Blues in the house. Patriots here. Tiffany's here with their Andromeda stuff again. Every Steps is here, of course. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Back-to-back Andromedas, huh?
Back-to-back Andromedas.
How about
Apparently
that?
Steps pulled a cool... Got to be careful because of music. Yeah, I had some guy. I think they finally understood but I had multiple people message on YouTube that I clipped out in a short. I was talking about the Macy Barber knockout.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Come on, guys, just freaking play the video. You talk about it afterwards." And I'm like, if we don't pause it, we can't upload this video.
You let them know that? Let
Yeah,
them know that in the
I go,
comments.
I understand your frustration, but because of YouTube's strict copyright rules, like UFC or whoever would claim us so fast, and we wouldn't be able to upload it.
Yeah, UFC and WWE and stuff like that. They're quick to pow on those
Yeah, well,
copyright.
they're like, if you do like more than 3 seconds.
Yeah, you got to really be careful with those, especially with you got Dana White calling it the greatest knockout of all time. They definitely pop us for that.
Yeah. So we got Ronald
Acuna,
McDonald.
Ronald McDonald.
You got what is that, a relic card? What did you say it was? Bat relic. 1 of 25. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, what is a bat relic? You got like a piece of his bat in there? Is that what that is?
What it looks like.
Okay, that's cool.
That's cool as a huge Braves fan, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's dope, dude.
And then he pulled this the Ninja once again.
I cannot believe it. Hold on, guys.
Look at this. And also shout out to Steps for pointing to Game On before he pulls the big card.
Absolutely, he did.
He's doing right there.
What he did.
He's a pro.
He's a pro, dude.
Well, he's a pro's pro. Look at that. Mike Trout, King profiles by King Griffey Jr. 1 of 50, the first print.
Oh my God, it's number 1, dude. It's number freaking 1.
I love how excited Steps gets for this stuff. It gets my juices flowing, man. I'm telling you, Steps, I'm excited about doing this stuff with you after I get the boys back home. And I'm telling you, because your excitement takes it to another level. I can tell you're totally genuine in your feelings in these.
He probably wouldn't be getting these cards if he was pulling these for himself to keep.
Oh, no.
The fact that he's giving them away.
Never, ever. Like, if you bought these boxes and were sitting in your house by yourself opening these, there's no way those cards are inside of them.
I went dabbling to see, like, what are some of the best boxes or the most expensive boxes to buy.
Yeah.
You could buy some boxes. Well, granted, it's a lot of cards. But like for like $5,000, I'm like, holy shit,
dude! I
asked Steps to go, if you spend like $3,000 on, like, what I was looking at one, if you spend $3,000 on that box, on average, the value, obviously, because there's a bunch of rare cards in there.
Yeah.
Do you, on average, make your money back if you were to sell those cards? Like, are they worth the value of that on average?
I don't feel like on average, I don't feel like you would, because I don't think the other cards would be worth so much money if everybody was breaking even on the box, you know? I feel like there's got to be some boxes you take some hits on.
I feel like you got to get pretty close, though, or else people wouldn't be spending that kind of money on it.
I don't know, man. That's because there's probably some cards in there, like those Mike Trout rookie cards or whatever, that is sold for $3 or $4 million. There's probably some of those hidden in there somewhere, or at least one.
Yeah, that's obviously like the huge. I'm not talking like I mean, because a few grand out of all those cards, I mean, it'd be a lot of work usually to move it, but you probably do break even. And then obviously the long shot is the one where you find the like Shohei's or whatever that are worth tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, right? The rare ones. But I gotta feel like you barely break even on a lot of that. But I guess if you factor in the grind to sell them all too.
You like grade the good ones and stuff, you know. Yeah. And it's the Whatnot app, Patriot. I knew when Steps just typed Whatnot in the chat there, I knew Patriot. There's no way he was understanding what he was talking about.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's cool.
It is cool, man. Big time.
Congratulations to you're better off buying single cards or entering breaks. Well, that would make sense. That's why people enter breaks, I guess, because then,
dude, Blue's down there, and he's saying can't have everything nice. So yesterday, I got to tell you a little story real quick. My
right.
kids are totally my kids, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm out there, and I get a little frustrated in golf sometimes because I'll hit 4 or 5 in a row, and I'll just stripe them. And then I'll go on a little streak where I hit 3 or 4, and I can't figure out what's wrong. I don't understand. It frustrates the dog shit out of me. And I have been known to throw a club. I throw it in a safe spot. You know, I like to get a good tomahawk chop at it and throw it and make it cartwheel across the yard and stuff. Well, SD was around the corner with Hendrix, and they were around there playing some life. So we got like a life-size beer pong set up. And so they're around there playing, and like I throw my club and it hits like the tree limb. I got a big cedar tree in my front yard. It's a safe landing spot. So I can sling it at that, and it hits and it like falls down in the yard or something. And Hendrix turned around. He's like, "What happened, Dad?" And I was like, "Nothing, man. I'm just walking it off to go pick up the ball of it." I was like, "Nothing, man." And SD looks at him and said, "Dad threw his clubs." And Hendrix never even skipped a beat. He looked right at SD and said, "This is why Dad can't have nice things." Right, never missed a beat, and she just about lost it, dude. And I was like, she was like, "You say that all the time." I was like, "Where do you think you got it from?" He knows. But yeah, this is why we can't have nice things, man. I said, "You're right, bud. Grow up, Cricket."
That is funny, dude.
Oh man. And then he's also in there teaching my youngest. You can also tell he's my kid too, because the other night I'm in here and I'm playing Fortnite with the 2 oldest ones, and she comes walking and she's digging in the change drawer over there. We got to start changing the top of the drawer and stuff and save it. And she's over there digging change out. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Mind your business, man. I'm in here. We're gonna put a little wager on Candyland." These fools are in there betting on Candyland, and my youngest one is hooked on it. Every day he wakes up and he's got like his Pringles can full of coins and stuff, and he's ready to go gamble on Candyland right off the rip, dude. Right off the rip.
Atta baby.
Yeah. Starting them young, baby.
This was Callahan yesterday.
Let's go, baby.
Got his new scooter, his old Spider-Man outfit has so many holes. He got his money's worth, dude. He wore that thing out. Got his new Spider-Man helmet. And my wife says to Cal yesterday, she goes, "Cal, you look pretty cool." He goes, "I sure do." No, thanks, nothing. He just goes without skipping a beat, "I sure do."
Action guy, Mom.
Yeah, and then right after this, literally right after we took this photo, he's like, "Dad, we gotta take it out. I gotta go ride it." So we took it out, and he's out there. It's like 29 degrees, and he's just ripping this thing up and down the alleyway. I'm just like,
living his best life, man.
Oh yeah, he had a day. He had a day yesterday.
That's big time. We love that, dude. We love that. The birthday party was a success then.
Yeah, I felt bad in the morning. We had to take Ace into the. He had to go to see his doctor because he's got that. Which it was just more of a peace of mind knowing they had to do a chest X-ray on his lungs to make sure that there wasn't an actual infection in there, and it's just viral.
Yeah.
But he can't stop coughing. So
yeah, just kind of that time of year too. All that shit going around.
Well, it's common with kids his age where it's like you get over a cold and then you get this viral like lung infection where you just cough a bunch and a low grade fever. And it seems to be what he has. There's not much you can do for it.
No, you just.
And one of the things that you can do for it, like honey helps with it. We tried giving him honey. He says, "Nope, not doing that."
No,
he's like a big he's a big texture guy. So it's not that it tastes bad. He's like, "Nope." He spit it out. He's like,
Dude, I totally get him. I'm a texture guy too. I'm like, I ain't about that. Don't care how good it tastes. That is funky. And by the way, happy birthday to you, sir, Patriot.
I was gonna say, isn't it Patriot's birthday today?
It is. Happy birthday to you, sir. Hope you have a great day out there.
Happy birthday, Patriot.
Mm-hmm.
Patriot
likes to slide under the radar and stuff, you know? He don't like to let too many people know. He actually doxed himself for us a couple years ago when we figured it out.
That's true. That is true. Well, let's see what else we got going on. We're just gonna go through some news and then we'll talk about the games and stuff. But Rachel Nichols kind of made an ass of herself yesterday.
All right,
In
which
2018, she said James Harden is the MVP despite his defense. 4 months ago, she said Luka has been playing solid defensively. Yesterday, she said, I will not vote for Luka for MVP because he doesn't play defense. Because of his defense.
Man, these ESPN people got to learn that the internet don't forget.
I didn't know they let women have MVP votes. I'm dead serious. I didn't know. And honestly,
that's why I'm laughing.
People can call me misogynistic, whatnot. I don't think women should have MVP votes for male sports.
You haven't.
I don't think men should have it for women's sports either. I think it's the same. I think you have to.
Fair enough. You haven't played that
sport playing. Yeah, I mean,
I'm kind of on the same page with you. That's why it was so funny to me because I knew you were serious, but say it like that. I'm kind of like, you know what? You haven't ever played a minute of these games.
No, like she could have played basketball, but women's basketball and men's basketball is two different things, dude. Which is just two different levels. You can't. Men can't understand like how difficult it is for a woman to play basketball or the other way around. You know,
right? It's a different game. Clearly,
like when a guy could say, like, man, she couldn't even make that layup.
Right. Like, when he would have dunked it.
Yeah. Or like, have you seen Angel Reese?
God almighty, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, I was just like, that's interesting. But like, I mean, comments like this doesn't help. Even if she was male, like this is, we see, I mean, there's plenty of dumbass males that say stupid shit. Same thing like this. And it's just like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have an MVP vote, you know?
Right. Again, yeah. You kind of called yourself out there. Well,
what is Pet Club?
I don't know about Pet Club. That sounds like some weird furry shit or something.
Yeah, what are you trying to get us into, Blue? Hey, we got breaking news over here on Rumble. Rumble's doing a lot of things right now. They just signed Rampage Jackson.
Rampage Jackson. SD literally walked in the room and said Candyland and held her finger up. I was like, I just told him about Candyland.
Yeah.
So what is Rampage doing?
He signed with Rumble.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. So he's been with Kick all these the last few years. He's not leaving Kick. He's going to multi-stream to Kick and Rumble, but the only difference is he's going to do a couple of Rumble exclusive a week, I guess.
That's cool, dude.
That's big time.
That is big time. I like Rampage, man. Always have.
I do too. And he came out and he's like, I don't understand why people are such haters. They talk all this shit about, you know, Rumble being just about politics or one topic. And he goes, well, I'm here to make a difference. I'm an entertainer, and so I'm gonna entertain and kind of drive Rumble away from just being politics.
Well, we love that. Can we get
that's the attitude you want to have?
Rumble sports shirts? Maybe Rampage will say something.
Yeah, Rampage. Come on. Tiger announced that he's stepping away from golf to seek treatment and focus on his health. Can you step away from golf if you were never in golf at the moment? Like, how can you step away from something like that? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And it didn't matter. Whatever tournament Tiger played in, he's going to, if he made the cut, it was going to be a win. Been telling you all this stuff and everything. And good for him. Go figure out what's going on with you and stuff like that. But for one, if you're going to drink, get an Uber or buy a limo. You're Tiger Woods.
Well, he wasn't drinking this time.
He wasn't drinking? I thought
he blew. Yeah, he blew the breathalyzer and blew a 0. But he refused to give a urine sample, which I would have too.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're supposed to refuse that stuff.
But they think it must have been pills or something like that. He says he was looking at his phone.
That's what he did say. I did see where he said he looked down at his phone. Right, but I mean, that's weird. I don't know. He looked fucked up the other night in pictures, but that could have just been kind of like, oh,
my guess is this: he's had so much work done on him, and you know he's constantly in pain, and he's already had pain prescription problems in the past. I'm guessing with him ramping up his practice to try to get in shape for the Masters, probably in a little bit more pain. Probably ended up taking a little too much pain pills.
Maybe too many muscle relaxers.
Something. And that's what happened. But yeah, no, he wasn't drunk. According to the breathalyzer, he wasn't.
Okay, so the whole DUI thing might get thrown out then. I'm sure Tiger will get a pretty good lawyer.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. That's good. You can focus on yourself, man. Get your health right. You got kids. You got all that stuff going on. You
know what's crazy? Where this crash happened. I heard someone say this. Where this crash happened?
Looks like a neighborhood.
It wasn't a neighborhood. He was like right by his house. But Tiger Woods is like the poorest guy in that neighborhood.
What?
Like, what?
How is that even possible, dude?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know those people are uppity shits.
Yeah. That's why they're like, yeah, you flip your car in that neighborhood, somebody's going to jail. That's why Tiger had to go to jail.
Probably where you're supposed to be going like 15 miles an hour. It's not even possible to flip your car unless you're Tiger Woods.
Well,
Tiger,
I haven't seen it, but
wrecks the car, he flips it every time.
What was that?
Every time he wrecks a car, he flips it like down a hill or some crazy shit. Like he don't just like rear end somebody. Tiger gets his money's worth. Wouldn't expect nothing less though.
Well, that's his Asian genes coming in.
It could be. It could be.
I hadn't seen this, but I was just listening to someone describe it. What they guess happened was he was like changing or turning or trying to pass this car that was something along the line. This car, either he was trying to pass or the guy was trying to pass him
in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that was towing a trailer, and Tiger didn't realize there was still a trailer there, and like went to go move or turn over, realized it, and then yanked the car back quickly and flipped it.
Blind spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, good for him to go get some treatment, but I just thought it was a weird headline, stepping away from golf when you haven't been around golf competitively in 2 years.
Yeah, it doesn't count when your kid's winning the junior masters or whatever the hell it is.
It's true.
But, well, good for him. Get yourself figured out, Tiger. We love Tiger.
Good news, Crick. There's a bunch of good NFL news coming out. So the owners have been meeting and voting on stuff and whatnot. And like, I didn't realize they had to get like the Jaguars had to get permission from the league to play their games in Orlando this season. And it was just like, do they really have to vote on this? It's kind of a no brainer. They can't play at their stadium, so they got to play somewhere. You know,
right?
Jose Taco says Tiger's net worth is estimated $1.3 billion. Yeah, and he's a poor in his neighborhood.
And he's poverty level.
But yeah, it was unanimous. They're allowed to play for 1 year in Orlando. So
that's good.
But we have good news. The NFL will no longer have multiple Monday Night Football games at the same time after experimenting with that in the recent years. Thank God.
At the same time, are we still going to do the thing where we have two on the same night and we start one at like 6:30 and one at 8:30? Or
from what I was reading, it sounds like they're just going to have a Monday Night Football game now. Their excuse was the fans didn't like it because it felt like you were forcing the fans to choose between games and whatnot. And I'm like, when do you ever care?
I don't like it because it makes me lose my ass. I'll always be betting on both of those stupid ass Monday Night Football games, and I'm never going to hit any bets. So I'm glad they're getting rid of it too.
Ain't that the truth? I wish I was Tiger Woods poor.
God almighty. Truer words may have never been spoken. I wish I was as broke as Tiger.
But no, I don't think they really care about the fans. What they're doing is taking those 5 extra games that they would have done on Monday Night Football, and they're going to spread them out throughout the year, like an extra Thanksgiving game maybe. I think Christmas is on a Friday, so they're going to have an extra Christmas game. But they're going to take those 5 games and package them and sell them to streaming exclusive. So they're doing it to make more money.
Yeah, these pieces of shit. I know what they're doing.
I don't care. It's like, fine. Just get it away from this stupid Monday Night Football. All right?
It's going to save me money, so I ain't mad at
it. Tiger Woods' poverty level would be okay. That's right.
I could live with it. I could get behind that.
Yeah, that's what I hate to the West Coast. Yeah, here on the West Coast, you have the games in late. You guys, it ends really late when they do those 2 Monday Night Football games.
I'll start some of them damn games. They won't kick off till like 9:45 or something. That damn thing. It's gonna be after midnight before that game gets over.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a little Kaushi combo there?
Yeah, that was the one I was telling you about. Kodai Senga came through for me. Boston didn't. Toronto did. Austin Riley didn't. I think LeBron got 15 last night. I'm not sure. And somehow Detroit couldn't keep it within 10 Toronto couldn't keep it within 10 of Detroit, which I was kind of shocked at.
With no Cade Cunningham? And they still lost by 110?
Remember yesterday I was saying I liked it because Detroit just played that tough overtime game the night before against OKC.
Right.
And Toronto was rested. And I go, they should be able to. The line was 3.5. So I took it up to 9.5. I said, oh, should be able to keep it within single digits. Nope.
Man, so that means the Pistons are 7-2 since Cade Cunningham got hurt.
Yeah. Some other things the NFL owners approved. This next year, kicking teams will be permitted to declare an onside kick at any time during the game. Remember, it was only like the fourth quarter they could do it last year.
Oh, yeah, I do. I kind of forget about that because you don't see a lot of onside kicks before that anyway. But why would you declare an onside kick before the fourth quarter anyway?
End of half? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I get most of the time. I don't feel like it's anytime you see the onside kicks early in the game, it's where they were going for like everybody's lined up for a real kickoff and dude just kind of squibs it a little bit, and he falls on top of it. But if you got to announce it, what good does that do?
Well, you had to announce it beforehand or last year too.
No, I know that, but I'm saying a couple of years ago, you would see them do some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now you have to announce it. I don't think that's in play anymore.
It's because of the new kickoff rule, so that you have
Right.
to be in a certain position. So
Right.
It is what it is.
Up
they also approved to eliminate the kicking team's incentive to intentionally kick the ball out of bounds when kicking off from the 50. I don't know how they're going to do that, but
they did what now?
They're going to eliminate the kicking team's incentive to intentionally kick it out of bounds when kicking off from the 50-yard line.
What incentive was that?
There was some rule that teams took advantage of, like because they were kicking off from the 50. If they kicked it out of bounds, it actually got brought back to where it should, where it normally would have got brought back further back, I guess, than where it should. I can't remember the exact rules of it, but
because if you kick out of bounds, you normally get on like the 40 or something, right?
Yeah, but if you were kicking from the 50, I think you got it from the 30 because
yeah, that's that was stupid. They ever had it that way.
They're going to modify the kick off.
Think about this: like if you're kicking from the 50, it's probably because of a penalty or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. So instead of it going to the 40, it would go to the 30.
Okay, that makes sense because if you're kicking from the 50, because you actually they get to the 30 for a touchback too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got the little landing zone there. If you land it in that,
it depends. If it goes in the landing zone and goes back, then yes. If not, then it goes to like a 35 or something like that.
That's probably why okay. Well, at least they took that away then, because that's kind of a loophole there.
Looks like they're going to modify the kickoff alignment requirement for receiving players in the setup zone. And for 1 year only, they're going to allow the NFL officiating department, like the guys in New York that are watching, right? That buzz in. Yep. They're going to allow them to correct clear and obvious misses made by the on-field officials that impact the game. In the event that there is a work stopping involving the game official. So basically, if we have replacement refs, they're going to say, okay, well, then the guys in New York can call in and correct a missed call, like the Fail Mary that we had a decade ago.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It shouldn't just be with replacement refs because the first string refs ain't that damn good.
Well, they approved it for a year for everything, but it's just in case that so it sounds like they still can, even if the original refs are there.
And I kind of hate the fact they're like, we're going to do this for just 1 year and see, because that's the same thing they did with the pass interference calls, where you could review those. They did that for 1 year, and then this just disappeared into oblivion.
Yeah. So remember, so Frank Ragnow decided to retire early.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Lions are going to make him pay back a portion of his signing bonus after he retired. That's usually what teams do. Sometimes the teams will.
It's kind of fair. You didn't earn that money.
Yeah, they give him a bunch of. I think he's in year 2 of his 3-year or something like that. He still has a couple years left, so they're like, okay, well, we want our signing bonus back.
Some of it.
And the Lions say this is what we've done. We've always done. We have precedent for this, and we're not taking the player's money away. He's giving us our money back that he didn't
That's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with this, dude, because I don't feel like you earned that damn money. Like, you sign these big contracts. If you only played 2 years of a 4 or 5 year deal, then yeah, you should have to give some of that money back. I'm actually on the side of the franchise in this one, weirdly.
Yeah, well, former Detroit star Alex Anzalone goes off on the Lions for making Ragnow repay part of his signing bonus after he retired. He says, played through a fractured throat, 1 week post meniscus cleanup with stitches barely out, inoperable, unrepairable toe, etc. Hey, let me get that prorated signing bonus back. Do business as business is being done. I get his point. He's going to stand up for
his point.
Their brothers.
Sign you up to do that for 1 or 2 damn years. They signed you up to do that for 5 or 4, whatever the damn deal is. So yeah, I mean, I hear you and all that shit, but you knew what you signed up for when you started playing this shit in Little League, man.
Yeah, I'm usually on the side of the players, but this one is, that signing bonus is supposed to be guaranteed, and it is guaranteed if you fulfill the contract, whether you stay for the full contract or they cut you. If they cut you, then it's still your money, right?
That's your money.
On them.
It's your fault. You got fired. It's like drawing unemployment or something.
Yeah. But if you decide to walk away early, you don't get to keep that money.
I agree, dude. And Patriot says, does that apply to college players too? They don't honor their commitment. That's a whole different animal, but I believe the rules should be the same. I believe if you sign up for something and you committed to 2 or 3 years and you only play 1 and you try to leave, the other school that you go to or whatever, somebody should have to pay that other university that money back, man, because you didn't earn what you said you would do.
This was crazy. SGA has not missed a shot in the fourth quarter or overtime since March 17th.
What?
Yeah, he's 42. He scored 42 points on 11 of 11 from the field.
That's a weird stat, but holy shit.
Honestly, I haven't seen him miss a shot in the fourth quarter because even that one where he got the foul the other night, he drained. He's been hitting so many clutch shots.
Yeah, that dude is
in the game.
I mean, that's a crazy stat right there.
Yeah, dude, I think he's a lock for MVP. I know people want to talk about Wemby and whatnot, but
and how many games has he missed?
He still has he's already qualified.
Right, he's gonna make it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know. And I'm, a lot of times people don't want to give the MVP to the same guy 2 years in a row, but sometimes that guy's just the damn MVP.
Yeah, they'll do it 2 years in a row, but the NBA has a hard time doing it 3 years in a row. And it's stupid. It's like
they like to spread that.
I don't really like unwritten rules, but they're part of the leagues, different
part of life.
Well, in the NBA, you got 2 things going on here. One, Wemby's just too young to win an MVP. He's his 3rd season, right? I mean, hell, LeBron even had to be in the league for what? I think he was in the league for 6 years or 7 years before he won his first MVP. It's just you don't win it in year 3. You got to put your time in. I mean, this is Wemby's first full complete season,
And most of the time, those guys are on really bad teams for the first 3 or 4 years, so it's hard to play MVP caliber basketball, really.
Yeah, and so then I think Joker should be MVP. I think he's the best player in the league. I think he should be MVP. The problem Joker has is he's won too many MVPs, because now if they give him one more MVP, no, I'm dead serious. This is the league. This is the way the voters think. They go, if we give him another MVP, now he's in there with LeBron and Magic. It's another tier, and are we ready to put him in that tier? And if he ends up getting another one after that, then he's up there with Jordan and Wilt.
See, I chuckle because it's funny because it's true, but that's exactly what people are thinking right there. And I don't give a damn who you want to talk about. Nikola Jokic is the best player walking on this rock right now and has been for at least the past 5 or 6 damn season. And he belongs in that damn tier.
No, yeah, I 100%. I go, just give it to the best guy. Who is the MVP? Who's the most valuable? Like, if his numbers are better. Like I showed you yesterday, his numbers are better this year than his last MVP year, and he's averaging a triple double. Remember, Russell Westbrook got an MVP just for averaging a triple double. You know what I mean? And now Joker's going to do it in back-to-back seasons.
And what Russell Westbrook used to shoot 40 damn times a game to get his and stuff, dude. And I'm like, and look at those teams. Like, if you take SGA off, the Thunder are still a respectable squad and stuff too, man. When you take Jokic off the Nuggets, that team takes a big, big step back.
Grass Guy says age has nothing to do with the award. It absolutely does. If you don't want to say age, how about experience, time in the league? You have to put your time in. Like right now, Wemby's 21.
Who's the youngest one like to ever win one? I'm just curious about that.
Who is let me see.
Because that would
to win NBA.
And I wonder how long ago it was or whatever.
Derrick Rose was the youngest player.
How old was he?
22 years and 7 months.
So it's right there at that mark. And hell, he'd been in the league, what, 4 years at that point?
Yeah.
Because he only went to Memphis for that 1 year. He was part of the first wave of guys really that they made you go to college for a year.
Before that, LeBron James was the youngest to win the award. And that was in 2009. And that was what, his 5th or 6th season?
5th or 6th season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you don't, especially Wemby. Wemby didn't play a whole lot his first 2 seasons. This is his first complete season to even qualify for the award.
Too. I'm like, I know he's putting up big numbers and stuff like that, but I need to see you play the minutes, man. I know they're trying to keep him on a pitch count and stuff like that, but at the same time, I think availability is also one of the traits that go with the MVP. I need you out there at least 35 plus minutes a game,
Yeah, Gretzky, I agree. The best player is the best player regardless. I agree. I'm not saying I agree with the rules, the unwritten rules. I'm saying I don't like them, but that's just what voters do.
And we don't get a vote.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they let Rachel Nichols vote.
Yeah, they do. God almighty. What are we doing? They should give me and you a combined vote, man. Me and you in the chat.
Yeah, because we'd have Luka in the mix. We'd have Jaylen Brown in the mix.
Jaylen Brown would be my MVP if I got a vote.
Yeah, I mean, I think he proved it this year.
Straight up, dude. Playing that as much of that season they did without Jason Tatum, that guy to be able to do what he did. He was doing it on both ends of the floor, offensively, defensively, night in, night out. Not only keeping his team in the playoffs, but getting them to the number 2 spot in the East right there. And now they got the big dog back. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, the MVP of the NBA this year is Jaylen Brown.
There's a good argument for it. So golf's TGL that they've been doing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the NFL announced a partnership with TMRW Sports, the same company behind the golf's TGL, to develop a professional flag football league for men and women that would be backed by all 32 teams. They're going to do something similar.
Fuck the NFL. That'd be terrible. That'd be fucking terrible. Maybe run my head through a damn wall.
I don't know.
I do. That'd be garbage.
It could be interesting.
It'd be like that damn Pro Bowl skills competition shit on steroids or whatever. That shit sucks. But whatever. They're just whatever the NFL can do to get them some more money, some more clicks, some more views, more streaming service buys, all that shit, they're gonna do it.
Jeez, look at this. What?
Grass guy. Hit him straight, sir. Grass guy had
baby.
Freaking itching to get back out on the course. He had to have his surgery and all that stuff. He's healed up, ready to go. He's been out there hitting into the net. Got the snow off the ground, I guess. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Hit him straight, sir.
Hit him straight. I was looking at this from Better Day. They talked about an article that Tom Haberstroh dropped, saying there's a new phenomenon that has taken over in the NBA. The league is split off into 2 different leagues like never before. One half of the league is trying to win. The other half is trying to lose. And it's so true. Look at these teams in their last 20 or 30 games. Like Brooklyn's 1-29. Washington's 0-20.
1-29?
Uh-huh.
God, I hate that team so bad.
Yeah. The B League teams, as they're calling them, are 12-167 against A League teams.
And that makes for a terrible product, dude. How many times the last week have we looked at those damn games and said, this is all trash?
Well, I mean, how many times have we looked look at these point spreads tonight? like double digit 15, 14, 17. It's crazy.
And dude, and we're supposed to be at the time of the year where it's the most exciting. Like, look at the NHL, and you got these guys out there competing every night, games going to overtimes and shootouts because they know they need those 2 points or 1 point or whatever. And it's very, very competitive, good product. The NBA is not.
Yep. I mean, Mackenzie says right here every night there's a 15-point favorite now, or multiple. Used to go a week without a 15-point favorite in the league.
Oh, yeah. We got a 16.5, a 14.5, 17.5, 13.5, 16.5. Another 13.5. So we got 5 games tonight with double-digit spreads.
So if you parlay, this is how bad it is too. If you parlay all the double-digit favorites today, which is 6 legs, you're still only getting minus 154.
Minus 1? Oh, you parlay them on the money line? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
God, and don't do that. Do not freaking do that today. Because one of these stupid ass double digit favorites, like the Bucks or something, playing the Rockets, will fool around and win that damn thing.
Well, McKenzie says all 10-point favorites are going to win. It won't be much of a sweat. And Scott likes to add the Celtics to it to make it plus 144. Who does Celtics play today?
Celtics play the
Heat because it's a system play. Celtics off a loss.
But it's not at home. I don't know if that matters.
I don't know. They play the Heat. I don't know. I'd be careful with the Heat.
Aren't the Heat playing pretty well right now, though?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'd be careful with going up against the Heat.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but I can find better things to sweat than that today.
But the Celtics this season after a loss are 18-6, regardless of their home or not. And then ATS, that's straight up. And ATS, they're 16-8. Opponent's team total under is 18-6.
What is?
Celtics off a loss this season.
The other team's team total under?
Yeah, 18-6.
Oh, we got that's a pretty high spread for a Celtics game right there in the upper 220s today. What is Miami's team total under? Let me see.
111.5 according to their site.
Yep, it is 111.5. Yep. I'd take that down to about 108.5.
McKenzie says he would lay the 5.5 too. He says there's no place the Celtics play better than in Miami. After a loss, Tatum played his best game 2 games ago and then missed the Hawks game. He's gonna want to show it. Oh yeah, Tatum didn't play in the last game that they lost, so he should be fresh.
That's probably pretty good too. I wouldn't play him every night right now.
Yeah. Let's see what else I got.
There'll be time for that. But yeah, these are, and you said the Wizards are 0 for their last 20?
Yeah.
God almighty, dude. I'm sorry, but there ought to be some. That's what they ought to do, seriously, is if you, instead of relegation, I know that's hard to do, but if you're at a certain win percentage, you should have to give your tickets away.
Yep.
At least you should do something that punishes you and takes money out of you, because I'm sorry, that's stealing. When you're doing something, playing basketball as criminal as the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards right now, there is no world you should be able to charge people money for that.
Instead of betting home run props today, I should just take all that money and put it on the Avalanche money line tonight.
Dude, I'm telling you, that team is an absolute machine. I read an article about 3 months ago where the Avalanche were on their tear, and they were like, don't stop betting the Avalanche. They were like, just keep hammering it, keep taking the money. Everybody always wants to see or thinks there's going to be some regression to the mean. The Avalanche are a freaking machine, dude. Yeah, you could look. That'd be the only time I can tell you go ahead and just lay your minus 440 to win your 100 right there.
Yeah, if you want to just see one go in tonight, just do that. If you just want to see a bet. And this is crazy. I remember Scott talking about this like last season. But since 2023, teams in the NHL that are minus 400 or greater on the money line are 57-5 straight up.
And that's insane. And something as volatile as the NHL can be and how crazy shit happens and stuff. But hell, that's like the Avalanche were about a favorite about like that a couple nights ago. They were up 5-0 at the end of the first period.
They're 39-23 on the puck line too.
Dude, I'm telling you that if you've just been hammering that team all year long, you stacked your nickels to the ceiling.
Don't believe anything you read on social media today unless it's from us.
It's fair.
But I thought that article of Tom Brady coming back was true.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
I thought he's back, and he's
I did too.
banging Giselle again too.
Yeah,
they're gonna have another baby.
That's how rumors get started.
That's so true. You know what is true today that you can trust and believe in?
Tell me what I can trust and believe in, man.
You can trust and believe in Rumble Wallet, even on April Fools.
Ooh,
because they can freeze your account, shut off your cards, lock you out of your own money overnight. Banks don't protect you, they control you. That's why real financial freedom starts with ownership. Introducing Rumble Wallet, a non-custodial wallet built for people who refuse to give up control. Rumble Wallet, you don't just buy digital currencies like Bitcoin and Tether. You can own Tether Gold, real gold on the blockchain. Through Tether Gold, you get direct ownership of physical gold bars, each one fully allocated, verifiable by serial number, purity, and weight. This isn't paper gold. This isn't an IOU. This is real gold without bank vaults, storage fees, and gatekeepers. You can buy, sell, or move it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when traditional gold markets are closed. And if you want, Tether Gold can be redeemed for physical gold. That's power. And when you support creators on Rumble, you can tip them directly using Rumble Wallet, peer-to-peer and outside the banking system. No permissions, no middleman, no cancel button. This wallet is yours forever. I got my Rumble Wallet. I love it. You should go download a Rumble Wallet today and get your own wallet. I know you'll love it too.
Booyah.
Booyah. Booyah. All right, let's get into some of these games today, I guess. Shea, by the way, is one. He needs to play one more game to qualify, so he's going to get there.
I believe we'll get there.
Unless something crazy happens today. Magic defeat the Suns 115-111. Hornet get a 117-86. See, like these games, dude. 117-86. Like these are just gross.
Yeah.
Brandon Miller, though, 25 points.
Yeah. Yeah. I had him a good game last night. I'd say Luka had to be king of the court.
Probably. Pistons defeat the Raptors 127-1. Look at that. They pulled it with, oh my God. I checked this like midway through the fourth and they were down 20 something. They almost covered that 9.5. Damn it.
Dude, they did. They're all
yeah. Rockets destroy. I don't understand this Rockets team. They destroy the Knicks 111-94. I still don't understand them. I can't bet them. I didn't bet them. Thank God.
I know that team is an anomaly to me as well.
This is the one yesterday. I was like, how the hell are the Mavericks favored over the Bucks? I know both teams suck, but like, really? And I stayed away from it. I should have went with my gut. Bucks win 123-99.
You know, my dumbass did. I used my king of the court on Cooper Fag. Ugh.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb. I was thinking, but I've been watching these Bucks games, dude, and they'll set these totals low, and that team's bad, but they still score a bunch of points in those games. Mm-hmm. And what up, Jefferson? How you doing, man? They score a bunch of points in those games, and I was like, maybe Cooper Flag just goes off tonight, you know? I took him 40-plus points, rebounds, and assists. He got like 33 or something like that. Points, rebounds, and assists. But I mean,
it looks like it had to have been Luka because the Lakers get a 127-113 win over the Cavs. LeBron, I think, is now the most winningest player in NBA history. Oh, look at that. LeBron didn't even get his 15 points. What a freaking bum.
Against the Cavs, too. What are we doing?
And my Austin Reeves pick would have not come through. But Luka got 42 points, 12 assists, and 5 rebounds. That's got to be good for King of the Court.
Sure. That's who it was. Nobody did better than
59. You said points, 40. Rebounds, and assists, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So what would you say? 59? Yeah, that's a win. That's a winner.
And the Blazers get the upset over the Clippers, 114-104.
Oh, aren't the Clippers right there on the edge of some playoff stuff?
They're in the mix. I think they're going to be in the play-in. Yeah, they're in the play-in.
So they need those wins, man.
Ooh, that was a huge win for the Blazers, though, because now they're tied with the Clippers.
That's what I'm saying. That was a big game.
They're a half game back, and that'll help with any tiebreakers. Portland might jump the Clippers and only have to play one playing game to get in.
That's a big deal.
Big deal indeed. What do we got today? Sixers and Wizards. Oh, we know what we have today. We have a bunch of big spreads. Sixers, 69-point favorites there. I'm going to go through these fast because there's no point in talking about them. Hawks and Magic. Hawks are 4.5-point favorites over the Magic. Hawks are on a tear right now. Feels like a trap spot for the Hawks though. Celtics at the Heat. Boston laying 5.5. We talked about that one already. Knicks and the Grizzlies. Knicks on a back-to-back. They just got their ass kicked last night by Houston. Now they got to go up to Memphis, and they're 14.5-point favorites over the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are so bad.
So bad, dude. I don't even know who plays for that team anymore.
The Raptors just got their ass kicked last night, and they got to fly back home. They're going to take on the Kings, and they're 13.5-point favorites.
Got on a back-to-back with travel spot and everything, but the Kings are trash.
Yeah, so are the Pacers and Bulls, but the Bulls are 4.5-point favorites. Rockets are 17.5-point favorites over the Bucks. Nuggets, we get the Joker back tonight, are 16.5-point road favorites in Utah.
Golly, look at the totals in the Pacers Bulls and the Nuggets Jazz. The Pacers Bulls total is 246.5. The Nuggets Jazz total is 249.5.
That's crazy. And the Spurs Warriors, 13.5-point road favorites. It's just insane, dude.
That blows my mind, dude. Like I said, that's a trash ass product. Is Steph Curry coming back ever?
I don't know.
I don't either. I've been hearing for a month now that he's almost back. And they'll say that one day, and then we won't hear about it for 2 more damn weeks, and all of a sudden he's still not ready to go.
Correct. He's almost back.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think the value. Chat's talking about like pitcher Ks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Looking for Chris Sale 10 Ks this morning. Blue's talking about over on Scoop Ball over 7.5. I know Scoop Ball went 6 innings his first outing, but I kind of think the value is going under on Scoop Ball. But he went 6 innings, but he did only pitch like 75 pitches. I think he has a pitch count. He just happened to be on that day and got through 6 innings.
People, I'm not fading that guy.
I'm gonna go under. I think that's where the value's at.
He's gonna set a record for most Ks in the game today.
Probably. Or he just pitches like a perfect game, but doesn't strike anyone out. It's just all
just dribblers to second base.
Yeah.
Perfect game is a perfect game, man.
Yeah, we'll take it. Speaking of baseball, Rangers defeat the Orioles 8-5. The Orioles are facing a sweep today, so I want to look at them. Marlins defeat the White Sox 9-2. God, the Fish are 4-1.
I see that. They played the 2 worst teams in the damn league, but hell yeah.
They did what they had to do.
Win's a win.
They have yet to win a game on the road, though.
They ain't played one, have they?
We're looking to fade them when they go on the road.
Fair enough.
Pirates get an 8-3 victory over the Reds. Phillies defeat the Nationals 3-2. Blue Jays defeat the Rockies 5-1. The A's upset the Braves 5-2. Angels upset the Cubbies 2-0. Brewers get a 6-2 victory over the Rays. Cardinals, I knew this was a spot. I should have freaking bet this. I knew this was a good spot for the Cardinals. Around plus 145. 3-0 victory over the Mets. Shout out to Cody Senga, though. He got over his strikeout prop for me.
There we go.
In the loss.
Winner.
I thought about doing that, too. I thought about going over his strikeout in Cardinals money line, and I didn't freaking do it.
That could be a good little anti-correlated thing to look at. The pitcher to go over his strikeouts with the other team to win. Because how many times do you see it where a guy pitches a gem and they pull him in like the 7th where he's got 11 Ks or something like that, and the bullpen just shits the bed?
Every time the Mets play, or who was it last year that did that a lot? It was
the Diamondbacks had a terrible.
I think it was Houston too. Was pretty bad at that last year.
There's a few of them that had really bad bullpens. That I think the Diamondbacks were one of the worst.
And the Braves were really bad at it. The Braves, remember that they had that 8-run lead in the 9th that they gave up last year?
Yeah. Bums. How does that happen?
Because I bet on them.
Dude, I'm telling you, I
got 8% saying, hey, I mean, this free 2% right here. And then all of a sudden, oh, shit.
I got lucky on one of those the other day, man, when I was down with the Brewers. The first bet I made and won when they were down 7-3, going into the bottom of the 8th, dude. Like, they're the home team and everything. We're no way we're getting the run line to come through. And they scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 8th to win that thing 9-7.
Astros get a 9-2 victory over the Red Sox. That one I missed on completely. The Red Sox have lost 4 in a row now after winning on opening day.
I don't know about that, dude. I think the Red Sox are just. I don't trust that team. I tried to give them a chance last year, and they shit the bed.
Diamondbacks get a 7-5 victory over the Tigers. Yankees shut out the Mariners, 5-0 victory there. Giants, dude. Max Fried, 2-0, 0 ERA.
0 ERA, man. Just Dylan out there. Let's go, baby.
Giants get a 9-3 victory over the Padres, and of course, the Dodgers get a 4-1 victory over the Guardians. System play comes through.
Shohei hit a home run?
No.
Bum.
He had a good game. I mean, he didn't give up a run, and he got walked twice and then had one hit. So,
okay,
what can you do? You know,
what are you gonna do? You won.
Yeah. He struck out once.
Bum.
But he struck out 6 Guardians.
That means he's +5 on the strikeouts for the day.
You did your job, sir. You did your job. Here's what we got going on in the world of baseball today. Ooh, early baseball. God, this is going to be when he hits a homer, isn't it?
Oh, dude, I didn't realize it is early baseball day. Wednesday's always like that, ain't it?
Yeah, got a lot of early baseball. Damn. We start today with the final game. I think this is the final game in the Braves-A's series.
Got Luis Severino on the bump for the team with no home, and Chris Sale will be going for the Bravos.
A team with no home. Braves -219, home favorites. A's +179 on the comeback. Hopefully Austin Riley pulls his head out today.
You're gonna do it again. Golly.
I have to.
You do have to.
Rangers and Orioles going at it today. Orioles facing a sweep as well.
Ooh, Nathan Eovaldi is on the hill for the Rangers. Trevor Rogers will be going for Baltimore.
That's a guy that you want to look at strikeout props today. Eovaldi needs to redeem himself after his first outing.
Yeah, didn't he pitch real bad?
0-1. He has a 9.64 ERA.
That's real bad.
Yep. It's not Paul Skeen's bad, but it's bad. Rangers -105. Road Dogs, Baltimore -115. Yeah, see, this is the good spot. They're facing a sweep, and the betting market has them as a favorite. And they're going up against a good pitcher. The betting market's trying to tell you something that Baltimore's right today.
I think the Orioles -1.5 first 5 and expect Mr. Eovaldi to continue.
So you do -1.5? Because I've always this is the first year I've seen people actually bet first 5 -1.5. Usually it's been -0.5.
Dude, I used to do -0.5 and stuff, and I realized how many of those games I was taking -0.5 that would come through that they were up by 2-3 runs and stuff, and then you see the odds jump up so much on that. There's a lot of games that are 2-run games through 5.
I want to try to pick my spot and find the tie, because on Kalshi you can bet the tie first 5, and it's always something like, especially if you wait. So like if you do the Rangers Orioles today and one of them like in the second inning goes up 1-0, the tie goes to like 33-1.
Oh yeah, dude, you get some great odds on that, I would say, and you see teams tied up in the bottom of the 5th all the damn time.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm kind of going to keep my eye on it today and see like who goes up a run or two, and then try to bet the tie after that.
I don't hate that.
We got our guy. It's a redemption day for a lot of these pitchers. We got the Pirates and the Reds.
Paul Skeens Day for Pittsburgh. Andrew Abbott will be going for Cincinnati.
I'm so curious how Paul's going to bounce back today.
He's going to mow him down, bro. Complete game shutout.
Skeens, you can bet him 10+ strikeouts, but also take him under like 4.5 strikeouts. He's either going to shit the bed again or he's going to come out dealing.
He'd probably give up like a 500-foot home run in the first inning because they got 1,000 miles an hour, and somebody will hit one 500 feet, and then he'll come out and mow him down for the next 6 innings.
Oh, yeah. Cincinnati's +139 home dog. Pittsburgh -168 road favorite. Nationals and the Phillies.
Cade Cavalli is on the hill for the Nationals. Christopher Sanchez will be going for Philly.
Philly minus 280 home favorites, plus 224 for Washington on the comeback. Rockies and Blue Jays.
Kyle Freeland be going for the Rockies, and Kevin Gausman is on the hill for the Blue Jays.
Toronto minus 308 home favorites, Colorado plus 244 on the comeback. White Sox and Marlins.
Shane Smith is on the bump for Chicago. Sandy Alcantara for Miami.
God, one pitcher's got a 16.2 ERA. The other one has 0.
Man, bet him to score exactly 7.5 runs.
Miami is minus 156 home favorites. Chicago plus 129 on the comeback. We have Mets and Cardinals.
Brady Peralta. I didn't realize he was a Met. Now he will be going for New York today. Matthew Liberatore is on the hill for St. Louis.
St. Louis plus 141 home dogs. New York minus 171 road favorites. Rays and Brewers.
It should be a pretty good pitching matchup. Drew Rasmussen is on the hill for Tampa Bay, and then Jacob Mizorowski, the young kid, flamethrower, will be going for the Brew Crew.
God, they both have a 1.8 ERA.
That should be a pretty good pitching matchup.
Brewers minus 143 home favorites. Tampa Bay plus 119 on the comeback. Red Sox Astros.
Garrett Crochet is going for Boston, and Mike Burrows on the hill for the Disastros.
Houston plus 129 home dogs. Boston minus 156 road favorites. Angels and the Cubbies.
Ooh, you say Kikuchi, I say Kikuchi. We all say Kikuchi. We'll be pitching for the Halos. Matthew Boyd will be going for the Cubbies.
Cubbies minus 171 home favorites. Angels plus 141 road dogs. Tigers Diamondbacks.
Tarek Skubal is going for the Tigers tonight, and Zach Gallanday at home down there for Arizona tonight.
Ooh. First 5 under might be a play. Arizona plus 135. Detroit minus 163 on road favorites. There's a lot of good pitchers today.
Mm-hmm.
Yankees, Mariners.
Cam Schittler is on the hill for the Bronx Bombers. George Kirby going for Papa Will's Mariners.
Mariners minus 118 home favorites. New York minus 102 road dogs. Giants, Padres.
Adrian Hauser is on the hill for the Giants. Nick Pavetta will be going for San Diego.
I was like, why are there so many early games today? Because it's travel day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Or tonight, I guess. San Diego minus 149 home favorites. San Francisco plus 123 road dogs. Twins and the Royals.
Joe Ryan is going for the Twinkies. Noah Cameron on the hill for the Royals.
Royals even money home dogs. Minnesota minus 120 road favorites. And tonight's night game, Guardians, Dodgers.
Gavin Williams is on the hill for the Tribe, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto will be going for the Dodgers.
Dodgers minus 271 home favorites. Cleveland plus 218 on the comeback. This is the first time in MLB history a franchise is pitching 3 straight native Japanese-born pitchers.
That's the first time ever, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, when has there been a time they've had 3 on one team?
That's what I'm saying. And all those guys are really good.
That's what we got in the old MLB today.
Jefferson says Peralta's K's is always a good look, too. So that guy can pitch. He's a baseball player, man.
He is a baseball player. He's played a game or 2.
That's right.
Let me see. Well, we also have highlight today.
We do, man. I put in a little highlight parlay yesterday, and I went 3 out of 4. We had a little Echeverry money line against Arta. We had Benatrix and a Rots money line against Gauchieri and Arta. Then I took Gauchieri 2-0 over a Rots, and I had Gonaga and Ben 2-0 over Echeverry and Kubala, and they lost that one straight up.
Dang. Actually, no, we don't have highlight today. I forgot. There's no match today.
Do we have an off day today?
We do have an off day today, but we can recap what happened last night. So
I took Echeverry in that first one.
Okay.
And then Benatrix and a Rots in the third match.
That one came through.
Since our guy Gauchieri lost that first one, I took him 2-0 against Baby Bro, and that came through. And then the last one I had was Gonaga and Ben to win 2-0, and I never even had a sweat there because they lost the first set. Did win the second set, but lost the third one too. You could have got good plus money on Echeverry and Kubala the other way against Gonaga and Ben.
Man. Hey, well, the 2 bets we gave out yesterday that we said is for sure is Gauchieri's winning. We said Ben winning, especially if it was to get an outright point, which is what they needed. Benetrix and Benny came through 2-0.
You got to parlay that for some good plus money.
Yeah, never a doubt. Man, we should have. But that was a huge win for the Devils. They needed that point. Now they're right up there in the mix. The Warriors are now on the outside looking in. Dang.
They are. I told you it was a good day yesterday. Go ahead and take those Devils at 6-1. They've already shrunk up to plus 450 now.
But they also played one less game than the Devils, so they can get back in the mix. But the Renegades, Devils, and Warriors are all fighting for that last spot. They're all tied at 4.5 points. It's going to be it. Dude, that's crazy because those are all good teams with some stud players, and two of them are likely to get left out of the playoffs.
Unless we see a collapse by one of those other three up top, then two of them are for sure getting left out because only the top 4 out of 6 make this thing.
Yeah.
So
that'd be kind of crazy too. We couldn't bet the no on like if you took the Fireballs or Cyclones to miss the playoffs.
Ooh, man, that would be a good little sweat too.
I guess you could just bet against them this final month.
I've said this time and again, I love the new scoring system.
I do too.
I love the way it keeps this stuff competitive for the whole season.
Yeah, because I mean that first year we covered it. Like you'd have the Chargers that like they'd be like a bazillion points ahead of everyone, and there would be no doubt.
Oh yeah, they would be locked up. They'd have like 11 points, and the other teams down at the bottom would have like 2 if it was the old score system.
Yeah. But all right, so what we have the rest of the week is Thursday we'll have Warriors and Fireballs. That'd be a huge one because if the Warriors win outright, they will jump the Fireballs and be in the playoffs. And then Friday we will have Cyclones and Renegades. And the Renegades, who just lost, will need an outright victory over the Cyclones. But the Cyclones have been red hot. I mean, the defending champs, and they haven't skipped a beat all season.
No, they have not.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Next week, Wednesday's match next week is going to be huge. Devils and Warriors.
Oh, yeah. That'll be a big one.
It's like a playoff game.
It kind of is. Getting late into the season like this.
Yeah.
Warriors got 2 games next week.
They sure do. You said there was a hockey fight yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was 2 days ago, actually. It was on Monday, on the 30th. But, yeah, it was the Ducks and Maple Leafs. Is it Gudis or whatever? The one that hurt Austin Matthews the last time the Ducks and Maple Leafs play ended this season. Well, I guess Toronto Maple Leafs and Max Domi took that personal, man, because they dropped the gloves that Puck dropped the other night, and Max Domi beat the shit out of him. He took his beating. he just well, you could tell Max Domi is probably like roommates with Austin Matthews or something. They've been crying in each other's arms for the last like month and a half, and he took it out there last night, and he took it all out on old boy's head, or 2 nights ago, excuse me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I love that hockey players hold grudges better than anybody. You can play in a match and you'll play 11 games in between that, all kind of crazy shit going on, but you never forget that stupid little thing the last time that team played. And I love that they dropped the gloves right off the rip. It's fantastic.
Jefferson is getting on the bandwagon with you of Avalanche. He said Avalanche minus 2.5. Last time I took that, they went up 5-0 by the second period.
They did. They played the Flames the other night. They were up 5-0 at the end of the first period.
This is crazy. The Raiders just received a franchise valuation of $11.1 billion by the NFL, one of the highest team worths in football, and up nearly $2 billion from last year's estimate. It's the Tom Brady effect. Entering the 2025 season, the Cowboys led the league with a $12.5 billion valuation. The Rams were second at 10.7, the Giants third at 10.5, the Raiders fourth at 9.3. Now imagine when they start winning.
What will they do then?
And, a lot of this, you might think, okay, Raiders, why? Well, a lot of it is they have a new state-of-the-art stadium, which is huge. They're in Vegas, which you just print money. If you're a franchise in Vegas.
You just print it. You got those machines in the back, and you just print $100 bills.
Yeah, because you have more. You have people that just go on a Vegas trip and are just like, "Oh, my team's playing there. I want to go. I want to go see them while I'm in Vegas and whatnot." Like there'll never be a time that the Raiders stadium, no matter how bad they are, is not sold out.
And it's not even that they have to be your team. People on trips in Vegas, they just want to go to a football game and shit.
And they want to, and it's right there off the strip, and they want to go. Well, and they want to see that stadium too. It's pretty freaking sweet.
Dude. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't even have fans of your team there.
And ironically, while the Raiders are bad, it's probably one of the cheapest things you can do in Vegas.
In Vegas,
if you're talking about an event.
Oh, for sure, man. Especially if you go walking around the streets in there, you probably find some of those scalpers really almost giving those damn things away as bad as they are. But yeah, it's definitely one of the cheaper things you can do in Vegas.
Yeah, dude, I went on a random weekday at like 4:45. When my wife and I were there, I was looking because I'm like, I kind of want to go see the Sphere. Let's go see if we can find a show. Some show that wasn't even like a concert or anything like that. It was about like looking, I think, at space or something, like a space event or something like that. Tickets were the cheapest ones were like $480.
$480, more than double what I was thinking. That's what I'm saying, dude. You can't get in the door. You damn sure can't take a family to see that shit. Of course, not like Vegas is the most family oriented place anyway, but whatever.
And that wasn't even like a concert, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I can't imagine what they charge you. Like, can you imagine what it would cost to get in the tickets to that UFC event inside that Sphere? I bet those were $1,000 a piece for the nosebleeds.
Yeah, especially since it was the first one.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I'm telling you, Vegas ain't. Money doesn't exist in Vegas. What you need to know.
Yeah, it sucks because you used to be able to go to Vegas and survive cheaply there. Like you could. There's always been the high end stuff to go do, but if you had no money, you could just be fine bumming on the streets and on the strip. Yeah. And now they nickel and dime you everything you do.
And the thing you do in Vegas now, you go to Vegas, y'all stay the hell off the damn main strip. Go to Fremont Street. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Old Vegas.
Adrian says you can play a nice course in Vegas at a good price, though.
Oh shit! Now I do that. Now see, last time I was in Vegas, I wasn't a golfer yet. So.
And also, Patriot, it's been a while since you've been there. Are you sure you can go play that nice? I'm telling you, dude. When I was there,
is that still?
Dude, I'm telling you, when I was there, it was so expensive to do anything. I'm kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Anywhere you turn, they want money from you,
dude. I'm telling you, they'll try to act like they'll give you the coupons, like in the nightclub, like free entry is supposed to be like a $40 value, and they give you one free drink. What they don't tell you is those next 4 drinks are going to cost you $300.
Dude, I mean, Blue's there. He knows. I mean, you know, they used to talk about, oh, you got to go find the penny slots or the quarter slots or something. You couldn't find anything in the MGM that wasn't under $5.
And I started to say, them penny and quarter slots can pile up too. They'll take $100 bills as well.
They don't have them though, but at least you could do that and sit there. Now you got to like, I put $20 in and I get 2 spins.
That's what I'm saying. To look for you want to find the penny slots and stuff like that, go to Fremont Street. They got them over there.
That's very true. Talk about whatever. I'll give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
You're good, man. You're good. Do your thing. I was trying to look to see what else we had going on in hockey tonight. What we got? 3 games, I think. Yeah, we got Canucks at Avalanche. We already talked about that. And that's already, that money line went from minus 440 for the Avalanche up to minus 470. They must be listening. You got to lay minus 170 on minus 1.5 for Colorado tonight against the Canucks. My Ducks at the Sharks. Your Ducks are minus 1.5 plus 215, minus 115 on the money line. Sharks are minus 105 there. Let's look and see maybe if we can see what these lines opened at on today's. Let's see. Looks like it opened minus 110 both ways for Ducks and Sharks. Moved out a little bit for the Ducks. Could be with the money, but I don't know. That could be more split money right there on that one. I have to watch that one throughout the day. I do kind of lean Ducks after they lost that heartbreaker the other night to Toronto after old boy got his head kicked in. And then let's see, what is the other game tonight? We've got Blues at the Kings. Blues are plus 124 on the money line, minus 148 for LA. And I'm liking the Blues on this one. LA has been struggling, man. They thought they were going to get the new coach, but everything. I'm kind of liking as far as hockey goes tonight right now. I mean, to get any kind of value on the damn Avalanche, you're going to take them out minus 2.5, minus 3.5 or something like that. So I don't know if you want to. I mean, you probably can. They're going to win that damn thing by 5 goals. But Ducks Sharks, kind of leaning Ducks early on, but that's kind of more of a coin flip game. But I see the Blues and the Kings here. The Kings being the home team, I would think more of the public would probably be on the Kings here. It's probably not an overwhelming amount. Y'all have to check in with Grass Guy to make sure here in just a little bit. But I think I like the Blues money line plus 124. It's probably going to move down a little more. It might wind up getting around the plus 114, plus 110 area, something like that. If it does that, hammer it. But, yeah, I like the Blues right now. Let's see. What are y'all saying down here in the chat? It's 125 where you can golf for free, close optional. Jefferson said, let's go, baby. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, I'm itching to get back out on the golf course. Grass Guy, I'm envious, man. Hitting them straight today, baby. I feel it. Hitting them straight. But, yeah, that's the only 3 games we got in hockey tonight, man. That's right, baby. Go get them. Oh, what is about the Valero Texas Open? We get that starting tomorrow. I did see a clip from old Ludwig Oyberg, whatever, however y'all want to say that, Aberg. He is a couple years ago in 2024, I believe it was, this tournament. He had a hole where he hit his driver, and the damn head of his driver came off, like flew off his club. And that fool still drove the damn green with the head of his driver flying off. Holy moly donut shot. What are we doing?
Talented. Dude, Wednesdays are kind of blah now this time of the year. I guess until we get playoff basketball.
Yeah, it's kind of blah, but I kind of like the fact we get the early baseball. It does kind of help bridge through there a little bit.
I'll tell you what I hate, and I'm sure it's even worse for you guys over there, but I hate, like yesterday, when I want something to bet on, and I got to wait till 4 o'clock before there's anything.
I get it, bro.
It drives me insane.
I get it. That's so
the fact that I get sweat out of bed at 9:15 this morning makes me feel good.
Yeah, jonesing. That Blues.
I'm thinking maybe Wednesdays can be our Rumble Premium days this month.
That's probably a good day for it.
Probably. That way I'm not stressing getting it done at the end of the month. You know, we'll see.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good day for it right now in April. I would say it'd be a little slower time on Wednesdays there. For the record, y'all, that Blues money line's already down to plus 120. Go ahead and snag it.
Look at this. Oops, that's the wrong one. Go. Come on. It says Luka staring at the MVP voters after having his 13th straight 30-point game.
I still can't get over that, dude.
I can't believe he's had 13 straight 30-point games.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive too. I can't believe Dan Hurley's a psycho. I don't know why.
It's not like he not like he's doing it like some of these guys that are just putting up points and their teams are losing. No, he's literally the Lakers have just clinched the playoff spot.
Yep.
Ooh, good pin. Grass Guy needs 9 more followers to hit 100. Let's get him there, guys. Let's get him there.
Get him there, man. Get him there. Simple as a click.
That's all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't hurt, I promise. It doesn't hurt that bad, actually.
Nope. That's right. Hey, it's Patriots' birthday too, man. He asked to. Y'all got to follow Grass Guy for Patriots' birthday today. It's Patriots' only birthday wish, man. Y'all go follow Grass Guy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Speaking of which, where's your stuff, Grass Guy? Where is...
And we appreciate you, sir, very, very much. Been holding the fort down the last couple weeks. It's a real American hero.
Real American hero. Oh, you don't have your stuff set up yet, Grass Guy. How am I supposed to raid you? How are we supposed to raid and follow you?
Grass Guy's probably not doing it this morning, man. He's probably taking off this morning.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So there ain't a lot. I mean, all those trash-ass NBA games and only 3 NHL games. Picked a good day to go golfing, sir.
100%. Although today would have been a good day to do the morning show because most of the games are in the morning. Early. You know, and then you wouldn't have to do an afternoon show.
We get back at it. We're going to have to cover baseball and everything too. That'll I guess take care of our college basketball segment. Ugh. I'm so glad that shit's almost over.
This is who we're rating today. Never married.
Okay.
This is the account that does the like trucks versus deer football stuff.
Okay. I was like, I know I recognize that name.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's been in the chat every now and then.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen that.
You're gonna rate him.
All right, man. Preparing for liftoff.
Find me on nevermarrieddating.com. Shirts, hoodies, hats, and more.
Nevermarrieddating.com.
Find me on nevermarrieddating.com. That's bold.
Well, it got your attention, didn't it?
It did. Well, what's your story?
Why don't you buy me a coffee and find out? Find you on nevermarrieddating.com. That's bold.
Hey, it gets attention. Is it working?
Maybe. What's your username? Find me on nevermarrieddating.com. That's hilarious.
That's like Christian Mingle or something. Farmers only.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Oh my god.
Good morning, Ghost. How you doing, buddy?
It's also hilarious that they use AI people. That's like, should you
even
use
better.
real people that haven't ever been married and like, show
Yeah.
that it's not just. Although maybe the website's for AI. AI has never been married, and maybe they're going to go marry other AI
I've never seen an AI wedding. Not one.
and make little AI babies.
AI babies. Oh, no. That's how the world gets out of control.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen either way. You just got to accept it.
That's true.
That is true. Anyways, that's going to do it for us today, folks. I got to go to work. Long day of work today.
Long
2
day.
days off.
You got 2 days off after it. There you go. Just treat it like Friday, man.
Yeah, except for I do my taxes the next 2 days. I've got it all mapped out. It's going to suck, but I got to get it done.
Got to get damned old government, man.
We're like 2 weeks away from the tax guy come calling,
I'm going to say I'm going to get his, too.
Jefferson says that he's a grocery store pimp based.
Yeah. Just hanging out in the grocery store.
Patriot was married twice before 30. He got that out of the way and said, okay, we're done. We're done with that.
Yeah, he said, I've had my fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be live tomorrow morning, 7:15 a.m. 7:15 a.m. Eastern. We got golf to talk about tomorrow, baseball, new series starting. The NBA is going to be trash again tomorrow, but we'll talk about that too. Plus, whatever breaking news happens over today. I will have my golf picks up later today on gameon.locals.com if you're interested in that. It's about the only good thing that I know how to bet right now until the NBA playoffs start. But until then,
Good luck. Good gambling.
in game on.